Okay, this is order number 44. We're going to be delivering something from Heartman's lab all the way down to F7, which is right here. If you share nothing, or if you share some things, you probably will not see other people's vehicles around. In which case, I'm going to be driving a tri-cruiser to the monorail and then taking the monorail line. We're going to zip line down the monorail line, which is completed in my world, to F5. Once you reach F5, if you're sharing everything and you have a zip line set up, you can zip line straight to the Phantom Smith and then just take one of the cars that's always outside of his place straight down. If you're sharing nothing or sharing some, you're most likely not seeing vehicles around. And the area that we're going through is not for coffins. It's not hooked up to the chiral network. We can't use a coffin in the area. So what you'll have to do is when you reach F5, you'll have to fabricate a vehicle. If you're going to go the monorail route, you can fabricate a vehicle, put the snow tires on it that you get as a welcome to South Fort Knott. So you will have them. They're one of the first things that you get there. You get it for unlocking the area, so there's no way you don't have them. And then you can drive up this, crest the peak here, and then crest the peak here. Just do this little curve right here, and then you can drive down. And you can still go that way. But I do recommend doing it with the snow tires, or you're going to have a bad day, like on this peak right here. So that's how we're going to go.
Ah, I see you came here by way of the transponders then. That's good thinking. It's a rather quick and efficient way to get from point A to point B, isn't it?
It
For
is.
my part,
I'm a believer in them now.
several potential routes for your next main order. We can discuss them when we take a look at the map later on. As for the cargo, I'll let Charlie tell you all about it.
Sam, this is Charlie. Network infrastructure between the Southern Environmental Observatory and Terminal Fort Knott has been disabled for reasons unknown, though we strongly suspect Ghostmech sabotage is to blame. To address this, we've decided to reroute network traffic through the F7 North Distribution Center. However, the distance is too great for us to establish a direct connection at this time. That being the case, we'll need to utilize the way stations situated between the two sites. The device required to activate them is stored at this facility, collected before embarking on your journey to the distribution center. You know what to do, Sam. We'll rendezvous on site later.
Okay. So, 44.
Listen up, Sam. The F7 North Distribution Center is a long ways away. And by my reckoning, there's a number of different viable routes. The shortest, most direct path would involve you cutting through the snowy mountains. A dangerous proposition to say the least. You might find zip lines, ladders and other structures en route to make your life a little easier. But without those conveniences, you'll need to make that deadly trek the hard way. If you're still keen, make sure you pack all the mountain climbing essentials and then some. Alternatively, you could forego the mountain route and circle round to take advantage of the roads to the east. Though if they're still in disrepair, or there aren't any bridges or other structures available, you'll need to come prepared to put in some work. Finally, heading west around the mountains would mean retracing your steps and going back the way you came. A fair few porters have already made use of that route since you paved the way. I imagine you'll find it easier going than the first time through. That route will also bring you close to the monorail. Get it up and running, and you can catch a ride too. Ultimately though, the route you take and the methods you utilize are entirely up to you. So take a moment to weigh your options and prepare as you deem fit.
Okay. So now you can go this way without the roads. You don't need to do the roads because you can like drive on the beach area for a bit, and then there's spaces up here that you can actually drive. You can also take the monorail down to South Fort and then drive up and come up. That is a completely viable way to do it. But again, I share everything, so I have a lot of people's vehicles show up in my world. So we're going to take a tri-cruiser that I fabricate to the monorail over by the Metagenomicist. We're going to pick up one of these monorail lines, and we're going to zip line down, avoiding all of the BT in the beach area. We're going to stick to the monorail lines, and then just before F5, I'm going to zip line up and over to Phantom Smith, grab a vehicle that's been abandoned, and head down. If you want to go this way and you're share none or share some in your settings, and you don't see other people's vehicles around, spawn or fabricate a pickup off-roader at F5 and put snow tires on it. It's really important you put snow tires on it that you got from F6, and you can just drive up over across these two corner peaks right by Eastern and just drive down, and you'll be fine. You'll be following the same route that I'm ziplining. So at any rate, that's where we're going. That's how we're doing it. I'll put it in my backpack. Let me recycle this. Get myself a tri-cruiser. Put one battery on it. I just need one battery. Just in case I don't hit anything. Oh, let me do one more thing. I'm going to put on the AI camo because we are going to be zooming through that armed camp that has the turrets. And this way they won't see me at all. Well, the turrets won't anyway. Rocks are in just like the worst spots. The off chance that there's time fall. In your save file. We're gonna go right. This wasn't here in my practice run. Ah, red. Oh no. This one's so low, I feel like he's gonna slam into the rocks. Not sure why the cargo's being damaged. You can deliver breakables through the zip line and have it be like 0% damage. Okay, so now if you're share some or share none and you don't see other people's vehicles in the mountains, I would continue on and fabricate a truck with snow tires at F5 and then come up. But I'm on share everything, so we're going to just straight zip line up and snag a vehicle that's outside Phantom Smith's. There's northern. Or eastern. There's eastern. Alright, hang on. I gotta save the song started. I don't want copyright. This keeps the song from playing, and I don't get a copyright strike. Alright. We are at Phantom Smith. And we're going to steal a vehicle. Thank you very much. Person who left it here. It's okay if this one doesn't have snow tires because we're going like straight down. Phantom Smith. We're gonna come straight down and head this way. There's your camp. That's why you can't use their coffin. It'd be great to just fabricate a coffin at Phantom Smith's and just write it down, but can't do it. Now 1% damage. That one hot rock hiding in a bush was fine.
I'm guessing you're Sam, right? You've come a very long way just to make this delivery. I should only need a moment to inspect the cargo. Incredible! I've never seen such good-looking cargo. I've been looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully this won't be the last time. Okay, use your Cupid to put us online.
quadruple rocket launcher. Weapon that can fire 4 powerful, unguided rockets in quick succession. The rockets explode on impact, producing a cloud of blood to damage BTs. And then the music, Without You by Loror.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Well, looks like we're finally on the chiral network. I really respect what you drawbridge folks have been doing. Being a part of it all is such a great honor. The situation here was pretty dire. But deep down, I just knew that with your help, we'd get through it. It broke my heart when the Earth opened up and swallowed Cardinal Fort Knott. Ever since that day, the tower currents and chiral fields have only grown more unstable. I doubt these anomalies will get any better until you finish linking up the continent. But only a bit further to go, right? I'm sure we can finish strong. I just hope all the ghost mechs sighted in this region lately won't slow you down. They're with Higgs, right? He has everyone worried. So, to better prepare you for whatever he has planned, I've shared data for a quadruple rocket launcher. Don't hesitate to use it to keep yourself safe. Once upon a time, I had aspirations of joining Fragile Express. Wanted to work alongside the living legend herself. Help her to reconnect the world, one delivery at a time. But circumstances often dictate the course of our lives, you know? So I ended up joining an APAC distribution team instead. Regardless of who I work for, I'd like to try and support Fragile's mission. Do what I can to unite the people in the same way she has. Yeah. The ground beneath it became incredibly unstable. Possibly due to the craziness with the tar currents. With the city gone, an alternate route for chiral network expansion had to be devised. The plan was to extend the network from the Southern Environmental Observatory to Terminal Fort Knott, though that's no longer an option either. But I'm confident that the network stabilizer you brought is just the thing we need to deal with this latest complication. We'll do what we can to provide support. Looking forward to working with you. Well, as the name suggests, it launches powerful rockets. We developed it here using old data we dug up. The rockets fly in a straight line and are capable of inflicting far more damage than most conventional munitions. They're not only highly effective against ghost mechs, but BTs as well. I've heard that Higgs has already made his way as far as the Southern Environmental Observatory. So we'll need powerful armaments to deal with him. That said, this launcher is absolutely devastating. A little too devastating, perhaps. Under no circumstances must you use it on another human being. Thank you again for stopping by. So you know, we intend to continue research and development of powerful technologies. We'll give it everything we've got, but with our limited number of staff, it might take a while. And we'd appreciate any help you can provide as well. I wish you and all the drawbridge folks the very best of luck.
Sam, the tar current's behaving strangely again. We're unable to rendezvous with you just yet. The conditions are similar to when we observed that tarfall phenomenon before. I strongly urge you to proceed with caution.
This is Neil's doing, Sam. I'm sure we'll find him waiting for you beyond the tarfall. You need to confront him one last time. There's still so much we don't know about what happened 11 years ago. The nature of his relationship with Lucy, the baby that she was carrying at the time, and Lou, who was apparently born back then too. We need to see how all these pieces fit together if we're ever going to find the whole truth. So meet with Neil Vana and settle things once and for all.
Okay, let's take a look at the launcher. Quadruple rocket launcher, good for BTs and mechs. Looks like it'll kill humans, so if you're gonna use it on that, be sure to dispose of the bodies. And F7. There we go. Right up here. There you go. There's order number 44.